Alright guys, here we are, another days of on top tuning garage. And here I am. I was gonna get busy started on something which you guys can see maybe behind me. I moved my car out the way and I'm about to be focused on my main priority, which is the truck. So far this year you guys haven't seen me work on it, but there's been major surgery that went to this truck. And I mean, so far it didn't come out that bad. I mean, for my judgment, I mean, I give it like a B minus. I mean, there's a few places which I might have to redo or stuff like that, but I mean, we went from splitting this frame in half to welding it back together with a newer frame. And this frame is an extended cab, 6.5 foot bed. The frame that we put on it was off of an 8-foot bed. So I mean, the measurements came out great. The welds came out great. The job was done to the best of my abilities. And oh, sorry, long light. Trying to turn on the light out here. Sorry. So everything came out really good. So I'm gonna see if I can just show you a couple clips. My idea was I was gonna get started working on it today, but I'll probably just add another clip to this tomorrow of what's coming up for this truck and what has to get done for this thing to be road ready. Plans for this truck, there is none. I mean, most likely I'm just building this maybe to use as a toy, maybe, I don't know, just because I'm bored as hell and I got nothing better to do with my life. But back to the focus. So I'm going to give you a couple clips. Once the light turns on, there we go. And here we are. Alright, so here we are to the back of the car, which I'll just back up a little bit just to show you. Right now, there is no rear bumper. I do have the rear bumper off for the old frame. But like I said, this was a extended 8-foot bed frame. So the holes did not line up for the bumper. So most likely I'll probably end up making brackets to connect to the frame, to connect the frame to the bumper, but that's the least of my worries. So just to give you a rundown, this is the frame right here. It's been painted, coated, and reconstructed. And like I said, once you can see the brace that just passed. It's over here to the left. All this, those are braces to where we had cut the frame and welded. As you can see, that's another brace, which technically I did not do that one. The previous owner of this truck did not take good care of this truck, let the frame rotted, just like most of these trucks do after a couple years. And pretty much the owner was not, I guess, upfront with me with the truck. He said it was a great truck, it was running, blah blah blah. You know, didn't tell me about the issues that was most concerning. When I first bought this truck, it was actually on a slant. You can see, I mean, my house is on a hill, but that's pretty street. This one corner, it went straight up. Which if I have a picture, I'll show you, but I don't know if I have too many pictures of that issue. But that's the reason why I ended up cutting the frame. My idea, which the owner told me was the problem, was this was all bent, the shackle right here. This shackle was twisted that way. So everything was cockeyed, which caused this to be misplaced, which actually cracked. It like split right across. I mean, it was up here, but it literally cracked right in half, 2 pieces. So I mean, like, there were simple things on this guy. Like, he should have been up front with me and, you know, been honest, and I probably would have still have bought the truck. But I mean, I feel like the guy just, you know, didn't care, didn't want to be honest, and I'm not that type of person. So I feel like it was my duty to bring this truck back to life, which you can see in there, which I'm showing you. There's a lot of rust still in there, but I mean, I did my best job. So this is like the best part. I mean, I did a great job redoing this whole thing, which I told you guys before. I'll try to give you a clip back here. You know, repainted the axle, new U-bolts. Both shackles are they're used, because buying new shackles was probably like almost as much as I paid for this fucking truck. So that wasn't happening. The shocks, I want to say, are eBay shocks, and I'm not happy with them. So I'll probably end up replacing them. But for the money I paid, I don't care. I'm trying to think anything else that I want to show you. If you can see these bed stoppers, they like fall right where it's supposed to be. So I mean, for this truck to be totally custom in the back and the rear, it came out phenomenal. So I mean, a few things that I had to get done. I mean, I did the rear diff fluid already changed, which I mean, I haven't really drove the truck, so I probably won't redo yet. Sorry for all the smoke. That's me breathing, not smoking a cigarette. It's really cold out here. So this right here, I gotta replace. This is recent. I didn't buy the truck like that, and it was actually perfect. I myself fucked it up, trying to be cool driving my truck, and crashed into my other truck. So I don't really want to talk about it. It's not something I feel like, you know, explaining right now. But anyways, going back to the side, I just dropped my camera. Fantastic. Whatever, you know. So yeah, this all has to be replaced. The guy like foamed the shit out of it. I don't know what he used, which is not a bad idea, but it looks hideous and looks dumb. And then what he did was like take spray paint and just spray it all over it. So I mean, he was trying to hide it, just as he did this too. This is like a piece of aluminum, and you like duct tape it to the car. If I could zoom in on that, yeah. So like it doesn't even like bed match. So I'm trimming this whole thing out all the way across, you know, getting the best of it, trimming it out, starting over, and putting a new piece, which as you can see, all this under here has to be redone. I am not satisfied with this, and the way the back came out, the front will come out. So I mean, you can see the work that I did and the work that I didn't do, and the work that needs to be done. I'm not too sure how far I will go. It's just some of this rust has to be replaced or straightened out or something. So most likely I'll end up cutting it and add my own sheet of metal down there, just to not hide it, but protect the metal and secure it. Yeah, so you can see all up there. The exhaust, I'm gonna do my own custom exhaust. It rusted through, as you can tell. It's not in the best condition as the truck. So I'll do a whole custom cut in half, angle where I need to be. I mean, right now it's super loud. I do not need to be this loud. Only thing needs to be loud in this driveway is my car. So other than that, everything else could be. Oh, sorry, I'm in a diesel truck. Definitely have to make that shit loud as hell. Not too loud, but a little obnoxious. And then, so this is the side which you can see that out of all the tires, they do not match. You know, everything's black, and this one's chrome. So the reason why this one's chrome is because I never got to do the side, which I have to replace the axle and a few other things so I could drive this truck and then bleed the brakes. As painting as bleeding the brakes are on any car, this one is the pain in the ass because everything's so rusted. So the one side, which is this side here, has a good rim on there. I changed the axle and everything on there, which I'll show you once I take the wheel back off, because I have to take it back off to bleed the brakes. I snapped the bolt to bleed the bleeder bolt, whatever. The banjo bolt snapped in the caliper. So I'm still into the point where I'm like, that's why I haven't really worked on this truck, because that part right there frustrated me, and I still haven't decided how can I fix it or do it to the best ability. But as you can tell, this side of the frame is a lot better than the other side. Future goals, if I have the time and, you know, the will to do it, I would take this whole front end off, you know, going all the way to the back of the cab. Not to the back of the bed, but just to the extended cab, and just lift everything up, move to the side, and redo the whole frame like I did the front. I mean, the front I had the bed off over there, chopped in half. You know, everything went smoothly, went great, and you know, it was a fun experience, and it was a fun time. So I mean, expect a lot of things. Expect to see a lot of things coming up. I might just make this one clip just because I went a little bit further than I thought. I was trying to just give you a little rundown, but I guess I ended up talking a lot more than I wanted to. So tomorrow, I took the day off of work. I'll probably get straight started on it. I'm going to pick up Ramel. He doesn't have no idea I'm picking him up, but I'm going to pick his ass up. I either have to pick up some tools and bring him here, which is a long story. I'm not too sure if I'll explain it guys with you, or you know, you guys have to find out. But I have to pick up some tools, maybe get this thing done. May have to go to the scrapyard. So with tomorrow being my day off, I do have a lot of things to get done, but I do want to work on the project Silverado. I have, of course, a few things to do to the Genesis, of course, and things to do to the F-250. Now that I got all my maintenance parts in that I've ordered, but right now I'm more concerned about the Chevy. So, see you guys. Peace out. Remember, comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how you guys like the video. Tell me what you want to see, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.